This is Captain Darvo's True Tales, completely factual maritime adventures printed somewhere near the equator. Episode 7, Tioman and the Bald Eagle. The South China Sea has a way of making everything else seem small. Out past the shipping lanes, past the gas platforms blinking their slow orange warnings into the dark, the water opens up into something that doesn't care about deadlines or phone signals or whatever was stressing you out in port. Captain Darvo had been sailing these waters for the better part of 20 years. He still felt it every time. The Nordic 26 was 2 days out of Singapore, running north-northeast under a steady 12 knots of breeze. Darvo had his feet up and a cold Stein Lager Pure in his hand. Pulau Tioman sat on the horizon, green and steep and promising.
There she is, mate. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Reckon she's been sitting there since before the dinosaurs.
You say that every island.
And every time I'm right.
You said it about Sentosa.
Sentosa has layers, Finnegan. Don't let the cable cars fool you.
Finnegan had long since learned that arguing with Darvo about islands was a battle with no upside.
Captain Sinbad's tip's still good, you reckon?
Captain Sinbad doesn't deal in bad tips. Man's been running the Christopher for 12 years. You don't last 12 years on a super yacht without developing excellent intelligence networks.
His intelligence network is a Facebook group.
A secret Facebook group. Very different.
How is it different?
It's secret, that's the whole point. Every serious captain in this region is in it. Positions, weather, tips, intel. Someone posts a sighting, someone else confirms it, someone else argues about anchor chain length for 40 minutes. That's where the real information lives.
And in this information-rich environment, someone posted about a jade lion.
Sinbad direct messaged me. Said he'd heard from a contact in Mersing that a boat called the Bald Eagle had been anchored off Tioman's north side, carrying something unusual. An antique, jade carving, lion, old money provenance.
And we're going to, what exactly? Ask if we can have a look.
We're going to find the boat, have a conversation and see what we see. I'm not planning anything dramatic.
That is exactly what you said before the crocodile incident.
The crocodile was not my fault.
And before the ghost lights at Pulau Hontu.
Nobody could have predicted the ghost lights.
Darvo, every time you say you're not planning anything dramatic, something dramatic happens.
Then statistically we're due for a quiet one.
I'm going to need another one of these.
An hour from Tioman, the VHF crackled. Then a voice cut through, calm, unhurried, with an accent that would make people believe they are at a royal family gala.
Finnegan.
What?
You hear that radio traffic?
I'm making sandwiches.
Come up and listen.
It's gone quiet.
There was a voice. Posh accent. Drunk. Calling the Bald Eagle.
And?
Nothing. Just keep an ear on 16.
You want me to monitor the radio because of a voice?
I want you to monitor the radio because that's good seamanship.
Right. Is that why we're monitoring it, or is there a different reason?
Eat your sandwich, Finnegan.
They dropped anchor in a shallow bay on the island's western side as the sun began its descent behind the tree line. No Bald Eagle. Darvo checked each hull carefully, then checked again.
Not here. Must be the north side. We'll move in the morning.
Right. I'm getting a beer.
Grab me one while you're in there. The Stein Lager, the pure, not the regular.
I know, Darvo.
The pure has a cleaner finish. Crisper. The regular is fine, but the pure is...
Darvo, I know. You have explained this to me approximately 40 times.
Just making sure.
The trees on the hillside above the beach were dense and very dark, and somewhere in them something was moving. A rustling, a branch snapping. Then several more in rapid succession, getting closer to the shoreline.
What is that noise?
Monkeys, maybe. Captain Sinbad of the Christopher mentioned something.
What did he say exactly?
Something about monkeys. I didn't catch all of it. He was halfway through his second tiger when he brought it up, and I was watching the footy. Warriors were winning.
You were watching the warriors while a man was giving you important monkey intelligence.
It was a good match, and I didn't know it was going to be important.
What exactly did you catch?
Something like, watch the monkeys. Or possibly, the monkeys will watch you. One of those.
Those are very different pieces of advice, Davo. It's gone quiet.
Yeah,
They came from the tree line in a wave, 8 of them, maybe 10, long-tailed macaques, grey and fast and entirely without mercy. They hit the beach at full sprint, reached the water without breaking stride, and swam the 20 meters to the Nordic 26 with the focused efficiency of a unit that had done this before. This was not opportunism. This was a profession.
oi, get off. Stop it. Finnegan.
I see them, Davo, I see them. There's so many of them bloody monkeys.
2 went straight for the cockpit. 1 seized the snack bag. Another grabbed the spare line and began unspooling it. Not because it wanted the line, but because unspooling things was enjoyable and nobody had said it couldn't. A 3rd climbed the bimini frame and sat on top, surveying the operation from a command position.
Get off the bimini, that's carbon fibre. Get off.
The bimini monkey looked at him. It was not impressed. It had the expression of a middle manager being questioned by someone who didn't understand the project.
Davo, there's one going below. The bloody bugger found the hatch.
Close the hatch, mate. Close it quickly.
The largest monkey, torn ear, confident posture, the unmistakable bearing of a captain who had boarded many vessels, locked eyes with Davo, reached out one hand with surgical precision and took the Steinlager Pure directly out of his grip.
That is my beer. That is my beer. That is a cold Steinlager Pure that I have been looking forward to since approximately Horsburgh Lighthouse, and you will give it back right now.
It did not give it back.
Right. That is it. That is absolutely it. This is an act of piracy.
Okay, listen. Just put the chart down. That's the Riau Archipelago. I need that. It's a navigational document. It has no value to you. Davo, it's screaming at me.
Don't make eye contact.
It made eye contact with me first.
The alpha monkey went last. It paused at the tow rail, finished the Steinlager Pure, tilting the can back to get the final drops, set the empty can down with a quiet care that felt deliberately insulting, and slipped over the side. They were gone in under 2 minutes. The Nordic 26 looked like a yard sale after a small earthquake.
They took the Riau chart.
Yep,
And half my beer.
3/4 actually. You got quite a lot of it.
That monkey drank a cold Steinlager Pure and felt nothing about it.
To be fair, he seemed to enjoy it.
That is not comforting.
They spent the better part of an hour putting the boat back together. The snack bag was gone. The spare line was coiled backwards. The Riau chart was gone.
We need to replace that chart.
I have a digital backup.
You always said digital backups weren't the same.
They're not. But a monkey has my paper chart, and I can't do anything about that.
Do you think it knows what it's got?
I think it knows exactly what it's got. That's what worries me.
Captain Sinbad did try to warn you.
Captain Sinbad said, watch out for the monkeys. He did not say there will be a coordinated amphibious assault involving a tactical distraction team, a below-deck specialist, and an alpha operative who will steal your bear and finish it in front of you.
To be fair, all of that is implied by watch out for the monkeys.
Next time, I'll ask for a full operational briefing.
Or you could just listen to the whole warning and not watch the league.
I'm going to let that one go because you helped me tidy the boat.
As the sun went down, Davo got on the satellite messenger and sent a message to Captain Sinbad. It read, "Your monkey intel was incomplete. They boarded us. Took the Riau chart and my beer. What else do you know that you didn't tell me?" The reply came back in 8 minutes. It said,
Ha! They do that. Next time, anchor further out. Also, Did you find the bay on the north side yet? Bald Eagle should still be there. Go careful.
Something's not right with that boat.
That's reassuring.
He also says anchor further out next time.
Tremendously useful after the fact.
It's the Facebook group for you. Perfect information, perfectly late.
Davo typed back. What do you mean, not right? 3 dots appeared for a long time. Then,
Low in the water when I passed 2 days ago. No crew visible. Didn't respond to a hail on 16. You'll know when you see it.
That's not nothing.
No, it's not. We go around first light tomorrow.
the anchorage went quiet after 9. Davo sat in the cockpit with the last of the rum, watching the dark shape of the island against the stars and thinking about jade lions. Then the VHF clicked on. The same voice he'd heard in the afternoon.
Bald eagle, bald eagle, bald eagle. This is Mintaka, Mintaka, Mintaka. Confirm your position. Over.
30 seconds of radio traffic, meaning nothing obvious. Then silence. Davo looked at the dark water.
Who are you?
An hour later, on the eastern horizon, a green starboard light appeared and held steady before vanishing around the north headland. A boat heading, in other words, exactly where they were going in the morning.
You coming to sleep?
In a bit.
What are you doing?
Watching?
For what?
Not sure yet.
They motored around the headland at 5:30. The North Bay opened up, quieter, deeper, protected by the cliff above. 2 boats at anchor, and a white fiberglass sloop, green anti-fouling, with faded navy blue paint on her stern, Bald Eagle. Even from 100 meters, something was wrong. The Bald Eagle sat too low, 30, maybe 40 centimeters less freeboard than a healthy boat her size. No crew on deck, no sign of life.
She's riding low.
Yeah, she is.
Bilge pump running.
Can't tell from here. If it is, it's not keeping up.
And the crew?
Not visible. Captain Sinbad said. Something's not right with her.
Captain Sinbad was correct.
We hail her first, then we decide.
Bald Eagle, Bald Eagle. This is Nordic 26 calling. Anyone aboard? Bald Eagle, Bald Eagle. This is Nordic 26 on channel 16. Please respond. Nothing on 16 either.
She's a vessel in potential distress. Unmanned, taking water, no response to hails. We have an obligation.
We have a... Yes, fine. That is technically true.
Get the dinghy out.
What's the plan if someone is on board?
Then we ask them if they need help.
And if nobody is?
Then we assess the vessel, relay her condition to the Marine Department, and make a decision. 1 step at a time.
You know what I notice? Every time you say 1 step at a time, there end up being quite a lot of steps.
Get on the oars, Finnegan.
Up close, the Bald Eagle was worse than she'd looked. The hull had the tired look of a boat that had been working hard for a long time without enough attention. The cockpit was empty, a coffee mug on its side, dried in the heat. Deck shoes placed neatly by the wheel. A chart folded open to the Tioman approaches.
Someone left quickly, or didn't leave at all.
Davo, do not go aboard a vessel you don't know.
Vessel in distress, humanitarian grounds, legally and morally unambiguous.
He went aboard. Below decks, water moving inside a hull. The cabin sole was wet, the bilge was full. A pump circuit breaker had tripped, its red indicator light patient and accusing.
Finnegan. She's flooding, bilge pump circuit tripped, I'm resetting it. Through hull, port quarter. Seacock seized. I'm going to bung it.
Can you stop it?
Softwood bungs on the bulkhead there. Yes.
He drove one home hard. The inflow dropped to a seep. The bilge pump began incrementally to win. It was a lived-in boat. charts worn at the folds, paperbacks above the settee, a photograph above the nav station, two people on a dock laughing at something off camera, and on the nav station shelf, between a Tide almanac and a handheld VHF, wrapped in what had once been a tea towel, a small jade lion, green-grey stone, heavy for its size, with the stillness of very old things.
There you are.
He didn't touch it. He picked up the ship's log instead and opened the last entry. It read, in neat, small capitals,
Tioman North Bay. Good holding. Quiet night. Mintaka anchored next to us.
Finnegan, where did you go?
Darvo, come up slowly.
What is it?
There's a boat, blue hull, ketch rig, no flag. She came around the headland and just, stopped. 200 meters off. She's been watching us.
Did she hail?
No, just sitting there.
Darvo came up through the companionway. Blue hull, teak decks, no ensign, no courtesy flag, engine at idle, and at the helm, a young man, 30-something, black hair, magnificent unkempt beard, upright bearing, white linen shirt, a bottle in one hand and binoculars in the other. He raised the bottle toward the Nordic 26, not threatening, not exactly friendly. An acknowledgement between people who both understood what the other was doing in a bay like this one.
Is he toasting us?
He's acknowledging us.
With a bottle?
Is what he's got.
What's her name?
Mintaka.
You know that boat?
No, but I know that name. Have you heard of Captain C or CC and Dry?
No.
British. Been sailing Malaysian waters for nobody knows how long. 20 years, some say. Maybe 30. The story changes depending on who's telling it and how many drinks in they are. Pirate is the word people use, though nobody's ever been entirely specific about what that means in his case. Captain Sinbad mentioned him once. Said if you ever see Mintaka, you are almost certainly in a more interesting situation than you thought you were.
And we're seeing the Mintaka
We're seeing the Mintaka.
while standing on a flooding boat next to a jade lion.
Correct.
That's quite a morning, Darvo.
It is shaping up to be, yes.
CC and Dry set down the binoculars and lifted a radio handset. 2 seconds later, the VHF crackled. The voice that came through was extraordinary. A deep, precise, unhurried English baritone, the kind produced exclusively by a certain type of education and subsequently soaked in a great deal of rum over a few decades.
Nordic 26, this is Mintaka. I see you've been aboard the Eagle. Brave of you, or foolish. The line is thinner than most charts suggest. I also see you're still on deck, which means you found what you were looking for and it didn't eat you. That's encouraging. I would suggest in the warmest possible spirit that you depart this anchorage before the people who were on that boat realize someone patched her up. They will not be pleased to find you here. Mintaka out.
Who were the people on that boat?
I don't know.
Should we ask?
I don't think he'd answer on 16. Get on the helm. I'll pull the anchor.
We're just leaving, just like that.
I've bunged the through hull. She'll float for now. The problems are above my pay grade.
And the jade lion?
Not ours to take. Not yet.
They had the anchor up and were out of the bay in 8 minutes. The Mintaka watched them go without moving. Captain C had resumed his position, bottle in hand, binoculars down, apparently satisfied. As the Nordic rounded the headland and Tioman's North Bay disappeared behind the cliff, Finnegan looked back one last time.
He's still just sitting there.
That's what he does, mate. That's what he does.
Behind them, the North Bay went quiet. The bald eagle swung gently at anchor, lower in the water than she should have been, but floating. The jade lion sat on the shelf below in its tea towel, patient, still, waiting. That night, according to nobody who would admit to knowing anything, the Bald Eagle's anchor came up. Her engines started, and she motored out of Tioman's North Bay in the dark, heading west, her navigation lights off, her destination unknown. By morning, she was gone. Next time on Captain Darvo's True Tales, a boat called the Bald Eagle appears at 115 Marina, Singapore. Nobody knows who sailed her there. Nobody knows how she got through customs, and nobody can explain why she's riding so low in the water.
That's the same boat. That's the boat from Tioman.
You sure?
I bunged that through hole myself, Finnegan. I know that boat. And somewhere in the marina, the Jade Lion is still waiting. But not for long.
Captain Darvo's True Tales is produced aboard the Nordic by the team of UX Marine, somewhere in Southeast Asian waters. Nordic boats built for the water you actually live on. Find your Nordic at uxmarine.com.